From the home of the Bills since 1973, we are at Bills Stadium just south of downtown Buffalo, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the New York Jets. And we are underway in Buffalo. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Wilson. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Hall. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back. Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On third down, Wilson. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Jordan Phillips drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up fourth down. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Isaiah McKenzie is back deep for the Bills. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Off play action. Allen. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And they get to him right out of the gate, and this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Play action. Now it's Allen. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
On play action, Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
On first down, Cook. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run the counter with Cook. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bills. Julio Jones from 19 yards away, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate. Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
A gain of 8 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Now it's Wilson. Being chased out left. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Again, Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. He'll try again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. On play action, Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. In trouble, and he's taken down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hall. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Tremaine Edmonds on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. On 1st down, Wilson. And he'll find Hall. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd down. Play action. Now Wilson. Got an open man to the right. That's Wesco. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. There's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think that...
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets have taken the lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Here's 2nd and 10. Allen off the play fake. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before half for Allen. Flush to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. And Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, check Mike 46. Check Mike 46. Guys, game situation. Let's go.
Here's Allen. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
They go with the empty set there. 5 receivers in the formation. Normally, you want to have a running back in to block, but in this case, he's lined up to the right, and he ends up getting the football. A lot of confusion caused defensively, and it turns into a big play.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. This to Jarwin. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen, he'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Allen. And incomplete on the deep ball. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. Allen going to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They run it again with Cook. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Rolling to his right. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Here's Wilson. Steps away to his left.
Open man is Denzel Mims.
And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. I think this is a free play for Wilson. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Open man is Uzomah. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Now a give, right side. Hall. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
73 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to get the football back at their own 17.
That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He'll dump this off to Cook. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
On first down, Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be a second down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
On play action, Allen going deep here for Watkins. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown!
So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
A running play there, going to get 10 and a quick first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
Allen now on 1st down. And Diggs has it. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 45-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, check right 39. Check right 39.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker Quan Alexander. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's Michael Palardy now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much.
On 1st down, Hall. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On 2nd and 2, Wilson. And he'll find Hall. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Throwing now is Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Wilson to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hall. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. 2nd down at 5. Now Wilson. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, Hall. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hall. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook, and he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Bills, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try again next week at home against New England.